Hey, 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 welcome, my lovelies. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Daily Vibration. I appreciate each and every one of you. So today we're doing the Daily Vibration for December 30th, 2019. One more day and then we're fully in 2020. Can you guys believe that? I hope you guys had a happy and wonderful holiday season for those of you that do celebrate the holiday season. Before we jump into today's vibration, I do remind you guys that I do go live on Friday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. We jump into the chat and we answer questions so you guys can come on it as Paid Forward Fridays. Also, these daily vibrations, they go up at 12:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every morning, so you guys can look forward to that. Not just on my YouTube channel, but also on my podcast. So if you're tuning in via YouTube, you can find all the links to my podcast in the description box below. Not to mention, my lovelies, that I am running a special. I have a few more slots available where you guys can get an intuitive reading / coaching session with me for a donation of $31.73. That is to celebrate the 3,173 subscribers that we have on the channel. And then we are also doing monthly meditations for the full moon and the new moon in January. The next one coming up will be January 10th, okay, for the full moon in January 10th. And that is going to be via a private link for a $20 donation. So if you're tuning in via YouTube, you can look in the description box and you can find all of the donation links. If you're tuning in via the podcast, I will give you all of the donation information at the end of this video or segment, okay? Now, so today is December 30th, 2019, and we are vibrating on the number 9. Now, you guys know how I always start out all of the intuitive daily vibrations by telling you that your intuition, right, is available to you all day, every day. It is really up to you whether or not you want to interact with it, you want to utilize it, whether or not you want to tap into that part of yourself. But your intuition is available to you all day, every day, at any moment, any given time. You have the option whether or not you're going to utilize your intuition, okay? Now, today the number 9 also vibrates on completion. It vibrates on you leading by example, and I'm going to come back to leading by example in a second. It's vibrating also on forgiving energy as well as inner wisdom today. Not to mention the law of cause and effects, aka karma, is an effect today also. Self-love is on effect today. So pay attention to that. You may find, some of you, that you do need to tap into a little bit more self-love today. I actually talked about that on the Facebook Live yesterday. We talked about self-love and self-worth yesterday. On the lower vibrational end of the number 9, however, you can feel disconnected today, maybe lack of focus, or you're not able to concentrate, so lack of concentration. And there's also selfish energy in the atmosphere today, so you want to be mindful about that, okay? So this week we were going to be discussing Mercury, okay? We were going to be discussing Mercury this week because Mercury is all about communication, okay? And if I'm not mistaken, I believe Gemini is ruled by Mercury, okay? So this week we were going to be discussing Mercury and how Mercury plays a part in your daily life, okay? And how it is important for you to be able, okay, to know the energetic patterns and then how to apply them in your day-to-day life, okay? Now, let me just say this to you guys, right? I'm trying to, I'm really trying to think about where in the body. Okay, so I would say if you had to put a placement of where you would find, like, so I don't think, let me see something. I want to find out, I want to be very clear about what sign moves, is ruled by Mercury. I think it's Gemini, guys. Yep. Okay, Gemini. So Gemini is ruled by Mercury, okay? Now, I was correct about that because I'm a Gemini moon. So Gemini rules your thinking. So Geminis are thinkers. Everything has to be dissected. We have to think about everything. So Mercury is all about communication. This is how you communicate, right? And this information is important because if you don't know how you communicate, right? We talked about love languages in the love videos that I was doing. If you don't know how you communicate, or if you don't know how to communicate, then you're not going to be effective in being able to manifest not just physical things into this reality, but also the type of relationships you want to experience. Okay, so be mindful as you are moving through this week. Okay, and we're going to dive into a little bit about Mercury some more this week. But as you're diving into this week, I want you to just take a look and pay attention to what you're thinking, because Mercury rules your thinking. Okay, now it's interesting because Mercury also shows up in I want to say Mercury also shows up like in your throat chakra, because that's how you communicate. So if we're paying attention to chakras this week, we're paying attention to your throat chakra. And your throat chakra is how you communicate. If you are like an OG from my channel, you know that I talked about the Holy Trinity of manifestation in my earlier videos, which is your heart chakra, your throat chakra, and your third eye chakra. Okay, that's the Holy Trinity of manifestation: what you feel, what you speak, and what you perceive. Okay, so if you can think of Mercury or your throat chakra of being the bridge between what you perceive and what you feel, because that's what you speak into existence. That would be a good way for you to think about Mercury. What you speak into existence, what you communicate. You can think about speaking in your cell phone, right? Typing an email, sending a text message. Okay, all of that will be considered Mercury communication, aka also throat chakra communication. Okay, now we're going to start off with the wisdom today for my wonderful earth signs, because we are in Capricorn season. Okay. We're going to start off with the messages for Capricorns and just get a little daily wisdom as you're going through your day. Okay. Now, today we're going to be focusing on self-love and leading by example. One of the things that I do want to say about self-love and leading by example, sometimes you are the best one to teach someone else how to love you and to treat you based on how you love and treat yourself. Think about that for a moment. Sometimes you are the best example, right, to others of how to treat you, right, or how to love you based on how you treat and love yourself. Okay, so that's what we're going to be focusing on today. Leading by example with self-love. How are you loving yourself? How are you taking care of yourself? Okay, and this is just not playing out maybe on a physical level. For some of us, it is a physical level. I just started working out again because I haven't done that for over a month. And because I haven't been working out so much, which means my water intake has not been as much as it should be. So now that I'm working out again, I'm drinking more water. In the space of maybe 1 or 2 days, you can see the difference in hydration in your skin. So for some people, taking care of yourself could be something physical that you need to do. For some people, it could be something more along the lines of emotional, something more emotional that you need to do. But your spirit is always going to tell you exactly what needs to be done. Okay, so you pay attention to that inner wisdom as it's guiding you today, aka your intuition, and allow yourself to be an example for how others should treat and love you. Okay, and maybe some of us or some of you need to change the way how you love on yourself to be a better example to others. Okay, now, so for my wonderful Capricorns today, you guys have we're using the Ancestral Angels deck today for the wisdoms. Okay, and for my wonderful Capricorns, you guys have the White Witch coming out today, and she's basically saying be the light. Okay, out of darkness comes light. Or how does it go? Out of light comes out of darkness comes light, right? So, which means, my wonderful Capricorns, if you step into a dark room, what is the first thing that you do? Don't you like flip on the light switch, right? So today, when you find yourself in whatever situation that you may feel like you're dealing with Gargamels and the Hazels today, right? Just be mindful, right, to be that light switch. Now, sometimes being the light Capricorn does mean calling people out on things. Yes, it absolutely does mean that. And you may have to do that today. And you may have to do it with a little sugar if you can today, all right? It's all about knowing thyself. In this card, you can look at this card and you can see a butterfly or a moth is on her head. And butterfly represents transformation. So hopefully they won't get cursed out too bad today. But you may have to be the light today and put someone in check nicely today, my wonderful Capricorns. So let's move on to my wonderful Taurus. Today, you guys have the drum card popping up. And when the drum card pops up, it's saying to you that it is all about the dream and the journey. It's interesting. Once again, I'm going back to my live that I had yesterday. I was speaking to Kelly before the live yesterday, and I was talking about doing some healing work on myself, and some self and analysis, right? Especially with this eclipse energy that came in, and I realized that there was some things that I thought I healed that I didn't fully heal all of it. I healed a portion of it when it came to relationship, but there was some portion of it that slipped over into like how I think about my career and my goals that showed up as I was doing some personal work within myself. So be mindful, my lovelies, right? That for me, what I got with what my spirit was telling me, that the destination is there. The destination is done. So the path that I'm on is there. Okay. The destination along my path is already there. What I need to pay attention to is not so much the destination, but the path, the journey. Okay. Pay attention to the journey as I'm traveling to the destination, because the destination is there already. Okay. It's not going anywhere. It's just the journey along the to get to the destination is what I need to be mindful of. So I'm going to pass that same message along to you, my wonderful Taurus. It's okay to dream, but as you're dreaming and you're fulfilling your dreams and you're manifesting, it's also about the journey, not so much the destination, because there's a lot of lessons along the journey. Okay, there's a lot of tools and a lot of tips along the journey to help get you to the destination. Okay, so be mindful of that. All right, my wonderful Virgos, you guys have the wise one popping up as your wisdom today. When the wise one pops up, this is all about you being able to grow within whatever current situation that you're dealing with today. Now keep in mind, today we're leading by example, and we're leading by example with self-love, teaching people how to love you the way you love yourself. Maybe you may need to kind of take an example from others. Some people may treat you better than you treat yourself. So you may want to reevaluate what self-love means to you today, okay? Now, my wonderful air signs, we're going to start out with Gemini. You guys have the summer card popping up. And your message from the summer card is that you need to be able to bask in the joy and the light. This is a message that I got in yesterday. I had to take myself back to maybe the beginnings of when I started my journey along my path to kind of show myself that I've come so far within such a short time. Sometimes you're going through the thick of things that you can't quite see how far you've gotten in such a short manner of time. Okay, so bask in that joy and that light. Okay, be an example today, my wonderful Gemini, as well as embrace self-love. Okay, bask in the light and the joy, whatever that is to you, honey. Okay, people are always going to try to pull you down or pull you out of your safe place, your happy place, so be mindful of that. Aquarius, you guys have the fire guardian popping up. Now, whenever I see fire energy, it reminds me of taking action, movement energy. Okay, with the fire guardian popping up, my wonderful Aquarius, this is all about you being able to ignite the passion that you have from within. So you may have to start to take action towards whatever goals and dreams that you're aspiring towards. Okay, now my wonderful Libras, today you guys have the high priest energy popping up, and the message from the high priest is intend and create. And I've been talking about Libras, you not being able to stick your head in the sand as of lately, right? This is a season for you guys to really deal with things as they arise and confront them head on. Remember, this is a time for you to be able to lead by example today, but also embrace self-love, okay? Do not stick your hand in the sand today, my wonderful Libras, okay? Let's move on to my fire signs. We're going to start out with my wonderful Aries. And Aries, today your message is the spirit fox. Okay, when the Spirit Fox pops up. This is all about you being able to trust in your talents and the change in times and how you can utilize your talents. So this is all about embracing the higher portion of you and allow the universe to guide you towards what you need to do to manifest that in which you seek. Okay, and for some of you, this is really just you being able to believe in yourself. Right? Believe in yourself. Believe in that new business that you want to start. Believe in that hobby that you want to turn into a business. Okay? We're in a time and age now where you really can make yourself successful just by having access to the Wi-Fi, internet, a computer, or even your phone. Okay? So just be mindful. There's a lot of barriers that was once up maybe 20 or even 15 or maybe even 5 years ago that are not there for us anymore. So my wonderful Aries, pursue your talents, pursue your dreams, and embrace it, and embrace that the time is adjusting. Okay, and you can be successful in whatever it is that you put your mind to, and that's real talk. Okay. Okay, Sagittarius, you guys have the Earth Guardian popping up, okay? When the Earth Guardian popped up, this is all about you being able to stay rooted and grounded. And because if you take a look at this card, there's a lot of green work, and this angel actually has like a green emerald in the middle of their forehead. And this reminds me of you being able to, and they're holding their hand over their heart chakra. So what this is saying to me, my wonderful Sagittarius, is this is heart chakra energy popping up here, and they want you to stay rooted and grounded, not just in the physical aspect, but be able to touch into your deeper emotional side today, my wonderful Sagittarius. You guys are a perceptive energetic pattern, so it shouldn't be difficult for you to connect with your feminine and masculine side, your logic and your emotional side. Okay. Remember, self-love is key today, as well as you being able to lead by example, okay? Now, and wonderful, wonderful Leos, you guys have the Heart Guardian popping up today. And with the Heart Guardian, Leos, this energy is all about you being able to love and let yourself be loved, okay? It's being able to share the limelight when it comes to your loving relationships, or to be able to be vulnerable, okay? Or to be able to, I want to say, embrace someone else in their vulnerable moment. Okay. With that being said, my wonderful Leos, today is all about you being able to be loved and let yourself be loved. It's going to be receptive for you today. This is a good time for you to lead by example today, Leos, and embrace not just you loving yourself, but others loving you. Okay. And then you doing, and then you being able to shine that love back towards others. Okay, so for my wonderful water signs, we have Scorpios. You got the Hunter card popping up today as your message, and with the Hunter card, the Hunter is all about tracking down your fears and your desires and facing them full frontal, because whatever you face, right, it's like moving a mountain. Whatever you run away from, it grows bigger and it can overcome you. But whatever it is you deal with directly, you then have a chance to move that out of your way, clear that out of your energy field, so you can progress forward. Okay, so that's going to be important for you today, my wonderful Scorpios. All right, my wonderful Cancers, today you guys have the Medicine Guardian popping up, and the Medicine Guardian also is doing some heart chakra work. Okay, balancing both your logical and your emotional side, your feminine, your yin and your yang. When this card pops up, my wonderful Cancer, it's asking you to be open to the healing information that's coming in. That could be coming in via downloads, that could be coming in via conversation, that could be coming in via your intuitiveness, you know, or your intuitive nature. Remember, Cancers are all about I feel. That's your energetic pattern, and whatever you feel is what's manifested into this third dimensional realm, and it's asking you to be open to healing today. Remember, today we're leading by example, especially when it comes to self-love. Okay, all right, last but not least, my wonderful Pisces, today you guys have the Peacemaker popping up as your wisdom and message today. Okay, when the Peacemaker pops up, this is all about letting go of the need to be right today, my wonderful Pisces. And can I say this to you, Pisces? Like, it's interesting because I do have a Pisces. My youngest is a Pisces. And this card just so fits because he sometimes thinks that he's always right. And I sometimes have to remind him, like, a person that's always right can't learn anything. When you think you know everything, there's nothing to learn, okay? So be mindful today, my wonderful Pisces, as you are moving forward. The peacemaker is your stance today. You don't have to be right. Sometimes it's okay to be right and allow others to think they're right, so you don't have to what's the word I'm looking for? So you don't have to really sit in any combative energy or that back and forth energy. You don't really have to do that. When people know they're right, especially if you know the person is not going to get the point or understand, or the person just wants to debate with you, or they just want to do that tit for tat, it doesn't matter. You don't always have to cast your pearls to swine. It don't make sense all of the time, right? Okay. So with that being said, my lovelies, remember today we are vibrating on the number 9, right? It's all about paying attention to your intuitive nature. You're going to be leading by example today when it comes to do with self-love. That's going to be important, okay? Remember, forgiveness is in the atmosphere, as well as cause and effect. Karma is in the atmosphere today. Inner wisdom is going to be key today, okay? Completion is also at hand. Disconnected energy could be in the atmosphere, as well as lack of focus and lack of concentration. And selfish energy could be in the atmosphere today too, okay? So, y'all know how you do. You have to be mindful to honor yourself first, and then, because if you're not honoring yourself, you can wind up feeling depleted, unloved, and unappreciated, okay? All right, my love. So reminders, we are live every Friday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. You guys can come on in and join the chat and get your question answers. It's paid forward Fridays. We will be doing a live meditation on January 10th. Okay, my lovelies. For the full moon energy in Cancer, I believe. If you're interested in that, you guys can make a $20 donation, and you will receive the private link, as well as what will be going down in that full moon meditation. You guys can also submit your donations for your coaching session / intuitive reading with me. That will be for a donation of $31.73. That's a 30-minute reading. And can I tell you guys something? I only have a few spots left, okay? I've only released a total of 15 spots for the month. So when those spots are gone, that is it. So for the month of January, I have 15 spots available for that price. And when that is done, honey, that is done. I want to thank all of you that participated last month. That's why the special is back again this month for January, because it went really well in December, and I wanted to be able to have that as special for you guys also. So starting up the new year, I will be having a total of 3 classes going on. So we're going to be doing the 13-week program, as well as I will be doing an intuitive class for anyone that wants to learn how to read the tarot cards. I will be doing a class for that, as well as anyone that is interested in learning how to speak to your guides, your angels, your ancestors, or how to tap into your intuitive side. I'll be doing a class for that also. So you guys will be hearing more about that as we get into the new year, and I'm super excited about all of that. In the meantime, if you're interested in donating for the meditation or for the coaching session, guys, please go ahead and submit your donations via my PayPal, which is the number 4, yourinnervoice@gmail.com. Once again, PayPal information would be the number 4, yourinnervoice@gmail.com. The same way the channel is spelled, or the podcast is spelled, @gmail.com, all together one word, is my PayPal information. Or you can cash at me at $KIMOY106. Once again, that's $KIMOY106. That's my cash app. All right, my love. So if you're doing the meditation donation, just put in meditation. If you are doing the coaching session where you would like to do the special for $31.73, just make sure you put in celebration, so I know that that's what you're submitting that for. And in the meantime, my lovelies, you guys know what to do. Be kind to yourself, love yourself, honor yourself, do something kind for yourself. And I will see you guys in tomorrow's daily, my love. And your weeklies or your, what am I saying? Your individuals is this is what I'm saying. Your individual tarot readings will be start to be uploaded today. Okay, so you guys will have all of the signs will be up before the 1st of January. Okay, love you guys, and I'll see you guys in your individuals as well as your dailies. Bye, my loves.